This is a really exciting time for BioQuarter, and there very much is a new chapter in front of us. And today I'll say a bit more about our vision and proposal before I hand over to two of our superstar academics who are going to spotlight for you the New Usher Institute and also give you a flavour for some of the research and the innovation that's going on today at BioQuarter. So just to go back a few years, the story of BioQuarter really starts back in the early mid-90s when the city secured land out at an area of Edinburgh called Little France. In 1997, planning consent was granted for the new hospital, which was a relocation of the largest Edinburgh city main hospital, moving out from Lawson Place out to this area of Edinburgh. Alongside the University Medical School as well. So in 2002, the Chancellor's Building is opened, and hot on its heels, the Royal Infirmary itself opens. For those of us that live in the city, will remember that date. Moving on, about a few years later, the university opened its flagship research facility, the Queen's Medical Research Institute, in 2006. And then about 6 years later, SCRIM opens, the Scottish Centre for Regenerative Medicine. And really that was the first presence on the other side of the BioQuarter. Shortly after, Building 9 opens, which was the first innovation building on the site. Through to today's, which is a couple of years ago, the IRR started on site and soon to finish in the next couple of years. All in all, £520 million worth of investment has taken place. There's nearly 70 acres of development on the site and about 2.5 million square feet of development has taken place. BioQuarter today, and just a fly through of what we have on site as of today's world. BioQuarter is anchored by University of Edinburgh's Medical School, which sits in the Chancellor's Building, which you can see on the screen, very much the home of medicine, and also the translational research, which takes place in the QMRI and the SCRIM building, part of their world-leading research facilities that they have, both in town and at Easter Bush and at Little France here. And also there's a data-driven research facility, which is currently occupied in Building 9 and soon to be located in the Usher facility, which we'll hear a bit more about later. Again, anchored as well, the site is very much by the Royal Infirmary of Edinburgh, with very much got a presence of three. The main hospital building, the Simpsons maternity, and also the soon to open new Royal Hospital for children and young people. And up at the top is the Building 9, which is the commercialisation centre for BioQuarter currently. And BioQuarter is part of a thriving life sciences sector in Scotland and the UK. It employs 41,000 people across a vast array of organisations with a turnover of 6.5 billion in 2009. And as the film said, behind the BioQuarter, very important, the four very prominent organisations. We have Scottish Enterprise, the University of Edinburgh, the City of Edinburgh Council, and we have NHS Lothians. And the four organisations very much with a shared ambition moving forward. Advanced health and discovery and education. We have economic growth, but we also, very importantly, is part of a regeneration of the local areas in and around BioQuarter. But the next chapter is in front of us, and really that's about unlocking BioQuarter's full potential. And to do this, the intention is to undertake a public-private partnership, EBQ5. It will be EBQ5 that will take forward the development and will really unlock the future potential of BioQuarter. So our vision for the future is very clear. We are looking to transform BioQuarter into Edinburgh's Health Innovation District. We have all the key components an innovation district requires. We have critical mass, the largest concentration of innovation assets focused on the UK. We will have almost 20,000 academics, clinicians, and industry all under one roof. We plan to become a global destination for health-focused innovators, and entrepreneurs. We have the shared ambition of the four partners, that is to be a global destination. We're looking to accelerate solutions for health. We're looking for economic growth and regeneration. We have strong leadership. We will establish a board, EBQ5, which will replace the existing board, and it will look to oversee the ownership and the stewardship of the BioQuarter. And of course, we have collaboration, creating a culture of sharing and working together across the district. And diversity and inclusion. We look to reach out to all the local communities with both skills and education, including jobs and facilities, and be a very key component of that local regeneration. So we have all the key ingredients that a thriving innovation district requires, but very much the key to this is the place strategy and actually taking BioQuarter and creating what is required for today's world. 20 years ago, to find an innovation economy, a worker had to drive very much to a secluded suburban business park. They would work in a lot of isolation and then very much drive home again. And today people want to be in urban places which are walkable, bikeable, and where they can bump into other people. Businesses want to be near other businesses, research labs and universities, so more smart ideas can be turned into new products. And innovation districts are becoming competitive places, cool spaces where people very much want to live, learn, discover together. So our emerging place strategy, the transition BioQuarter from what it is today, which is an out-of-town science park, to an urban neighbourhood of Edinburgh. A place for people to live, learn, work, play, relax and discover, all in one place under one roof. Proximity to each other, so we're looking for to provide shops and cafes, hotels, nurseries, sitting beside residential estate, sitting right beside the innovation, all together creating a vibrant and buzz and a critical mass of people. We want to create collaboration spaces everywhere across the site, both formal and informal, inside the buildings and outside the buildings. Well-being, incredibly important for a site of this nature. We're looking to have good quality public outdoor spaces. Accessibility, very essential to the plans, is to create a good transport link to BioQuarter from all parts of Edinburgh, city centre and the peripheral. And we want to be porous, we want strong connectivity with our local communities. We want to bring them in and we want them to use the BioQuarter as well. We want to promote walking and cycling between the various sites, both the local communities in terms of the residential, but also some of the proximity communities like King's Buildings, Easterbush, Peffermill as well. We want, of course, clean air, essential for well-being, and we have an ambition of a carbon neutral future. And of course, what every site needs, coffee for meeting, for relaxing, and for again making BioQuarter a destination. So just to take you around our emerging master plan, the sites at the front, that is the pipeline sites for the university and the NHS Lothian, looking to deliver the Usher in the next 2 years, and beyond that, very much a firm pipeline of projects over the next 5 to 10 years. Into the land that will be part of the joint venture, we're currently looking at it in zones. Each zone will have a mix of accommodation, and we're working with planning colleagues just now on that, what that mix is, the density and the quantum of accommodation required, but very much dominated by commercial tenant space in and around the site, sitting side by side with the residential estate, bringing that vibrancy and mix use. We're looking to bring in a new innovation hub, very much the heart of innovation, both in terms of industry space, but also collaboration space, a place where ideas can start, people can come to the innovation hub and work with others. We're looking for hotels, we're looking for nurseries, we're looking for supermarkets, everything that you would expect a modern day neighbourhood to have, to attract, retain people who actually live and work on the site. But it's also a place for local communities by creating an area of public outreach, a skills centre, very much reaching out to the communities and bringing them in and giving them a reason to come to BioQuarter. And then, of course, on site, currently there's no gym facilities, so very much a priority is to deliver and to open up a wellbeing hub with gym, GP, dentists, which a site with 13,000 in the short term, 20,000 in the long term population require. And some of the outputs that we're targeting, there is 61 acres of developable land available to the private sector partner. Our place strategy is emerging, and we're estimating approximately 4 million square feet of new space that can be provided on that land. We're looking at an increase of the innovators population by 7,000, and jobs and construction jobs very much essential to both the economic growth for the site and circa 1 billion gross development value long term over the duration. And you can see with the slide here the quantum of space that's available in yellow, built for mixed use, and it's undeveloped. And very much the mantra is why BioQuarter. We intend to have a high concentration of innovation assets all in one location across the wider region of Scotland. Very much BioQuarter has the land, it's all on one site, and the proximity of the sites sets us aside from other sites. Of course, we already have the investment from the city deal, the £1.3 billion, which gives us a distinct advantage to grow, and we'll hear a bit more about the data-driven innovation later. And then, of course, BioQuarter, we believe, offers a diverse and opportunity-rich environment with everything that's going on in the site. So finally, just a bit on the procurement exercise. The further details are in the PIN, which I hope you have downloaded. The BioQuarter partners, so the intention is to seek a private sector partner to establish a joint venture vehicle. We're doing this through OJU competitive dialogue procurement procedure, which is two-stage, which we're currently developing. Our intention is to go live with this Q1 of next year. And appreciate that an OJU procurement process can be lengthy and resource heavy. So what we're looking to do is to try and make the first stages, the shortlisting stages, to be as quick and as light on resource as possible. And we're looking for a partner who has already experience and skills of developing and operating a science, health or technology site. we're looking for a company that has the financial weight and that will work with us and really focus on what BioQuarter is all about, and that is health-related innovation.